Hello, welcome to my new boxing review. My new fight review is the Miguel Cotto and Sergio Martinez fight, which happened on June 7th. This fight was for the WBC and Ring Magazine middleweight titles, which was held by Sergio Martinez. Going into the fight, I didn't really see the point of the actual fight being made, other than Monday and Cotto was a big name, and he's actually bigger than Martinez. That's why when I watched the HBO face-off, I could see why Martinez was quite angry because of the demands that he wanted, that Cotto wanted. Obviously, Martinez being the champion, Cotto being the challenger, lost. I think it was 2 out of the last 3 fights. Not a very good record, doesn't really deserve it. But then again, obviously, if Cotto's he's a big name in boxing, and he can make money. So obviously, I can understand why it was being made. But I can understand why Sergio Martinez was angry, because if he's a champion, he should get more of the demands, not the other way around. But anyway, obviously, something's happened, obviously, and you can't do anything about it. But going into the fight, I felt that it was weird because Sergio Martinez is 39 years old and been plagued with injuries for quite a while. His best performance recently was 2012 when he dominated Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. for 11 rounds until he got knocked down in the 12th round. But it basically was just a wipeout. He dominated him. Then he came back last year against Martin Murray in Argentina. You could tell he wasn't right, and I think he damaged one of his shoulders, and he basically damaged his knee again, and he required surgery, and he was out for a long while. When I was watching the 24/7 HBO series as well, it did demonstrate how bad his injuries was. So I was wondering how he's really going to get around that if it was going to come up again in the fight. But obviously it was still an interesting fight because Sergio Martinez is a great boxer. Yeah, he was a late bloomer. He hasn't really been in like many world title fights, but obviously then again he was seen as the best middleweight in the world. With Miguel Cotto, I'm a big fan of Cotto. I mean, yeah, he's always, in my eyes, he's kind of failed in most of his bigger tests, but he has beat some quality people: Shane Mosley, Zab Judah, Antonio Margarito in the rematch, even though that was a bit different because Margarito was kind of weakened by his eye surgery. Obviously Manny Pacquiao lost to Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. In end of 2012 as well, he lost Austin Trout, which was quite annoying because Austin Trout's a good boxer, but I think Cotto had enough in himself to beat him. But obviously, anyway, so here we are now. I don't know, watching the face-off, like I said before, I can understand why he was annoyed, but then again, who wouldn't be if you're the champion and he wasn't getting any demands, or your challenger was getting more demands than you was? Like, I think at one point Cotto was trying to say he wanted to come out last, that sort of thing, when you can't. That's just kind of stupid, because if you're the champion, you should be able to dictate more of the demands. Anyway, onto the fight. So going into the fight, like I said, it's going to be a great fight. Miguel Cotto with the power and with the like pressure, high pressure, and that never really lets you settle. Martinez with the speed, movement, footwork, obviously light, obviously quick mover. So obviously, it's the fight side, and instantly, it might have just been me, but I could tell Sergio Martinez wasn't moving like he normally does. So obviously I thought maybe just a bit of ring rust, because obviously bear in mind he didn't fight until fought until last year. So anyway, I think I'm not sure when it was, but then a big left hook to the head of Martinez rocked him, and you could just tell that there's no way this fight was going to finish, go the 12 rounds, because Sergio Martinez's knee, like I think it locked out, and he got knocked out from it. It was kind of weird how he went down, and he went down again, and towards the end of the round. And I think it was said it was a free knockdown, but I don't know. I think in my eyes the third one wasn't really a knockdown, but then again it was counted. So obviously I'm not going to say that way, am I? What can I do? But yeah, anyway, first round he got knocked down 3 times. I thought the fight could have been over. I thought we could have knocked him out, but then again, obviously Cotto had his own game plan. Obviously brought in Freddie Roach, new trainer. Great idea, back to old Cotto himself, like he was in the light welterweight divisions, using left hook, power, movement, pressure, not like the way he fought with Austin Trout and Floyd Mayweather, that sort of style, forget about that. It's all about the previous Cotto, which is what I wanted to see. And yeah, people are obviously going to say that obviously Sergio Martinez obviously shouldn't have fought. Obviously he was injured. His knees are weak, and obviously Cotto beat obviously an injured person. In my eyes, Sergio Martinez agreed to fight him, so if he wasn't fully fit, he wouldn't have gone into the fight. It's just something. It's one of those things. Yeah, he was injured, but you can't do anything about it. And he fought like a proud champion. He's a great boxer, but he just got dominated the entire fight. He had a few patches of moments where a good couple of punches landed, but Cotto was in control from start to the finish. And in the 10th round, the fight got stopped. Sergio Martinez didn't come out of his corner, so obviously that was it. Again, it's a shame because if Martinez was fully fit, it would have been a great fight. I think Martinez would have beat him if it was 2010 version, like the fighter that beat Chavez Jr. Because obviously Cotto is probably better than Chavez Jr. But that's just my opinion because of the opposition he's faced overall in his career. But I don't think Cotto would have had the success that he had obviously in this fight compared to what obviously could have happened. Obviously, then again, sometimes you need some things to happen. So I think Martinez will probably retire now simply because he's 39 years old. He looked like a really old fighter as well, which is a shame. You don't want to see that, but then again, he's had a great career. Yeah, it took him I think about 45 fights to get a world title fight, which is too long. Which is he should have got a title fight way before that. I think he did against Margarito in 2000 with the WBO World title, but I'm not sure. You could have looked that up somewhere. So I think Martinez will retire now, but he's been seen as he's a great fighter. Beat some good people along the way, but obviously now I think time's caught up with him and his injuries are just too much for him to continue. With Miguel Cotto, I've heard some rumours that he might drop down to light middleweight and fight Canelo Alvarez. Or he might stay at middleweight, maybe go for Golovkin, who's the WBA middleweight title holder. Or I've heard of rematches to Mayweather. My thoughts on this is I don't think he should go for the Mayweather rematch because yeah, he did okay in the fight, but Mayweather's still good enough to beat him. I still think it would be the same outcome. With the Golovkin fight, I don't know. Golovkin is a really big heavy puncher, so obviously it's up to him. But I think Golovkin's got a fight coming up against Daniel Gale, I think, soon. So obviously he's going to be busy. I think he should go for the Canelo Alvarez fight, but then again, obviously Cotto obviously can do what he wants. He's now full-weight world champion, first boxer ever in Puerto Rican history to do that. It's a great achievement. So, even if he retired, that'd be a great achievement. I mean, it'll be a long time until maybe someone else might be able to do that from Puerto Rican. But obviously, it's a great achievement, and he probably will go down as obviously one of the best. Obviously, he's probably the best fighter of all time from Puerto Rico. But then again, they've had some great fighters. Like was he Felix Trinidad? That's up for debate. This has been my Sergio Martinez Miguel Cotto fight. I'll leave my Twitter and Facebook in the description below, and subscribe if you're new, and I will see you next time on my new video.